This video will talk about evaluating an expression. Evaluating means you're going to know a number to substitute for the letters that you see in your problem. So evaluating, notice how they tell us that x is going to represent the number 5, and where you see a y, that is going to represent the number 2. So as I'm looking at these three problems that I have, I'm going to substitute in a 5 every place that I see an x. So if you see multiple, you're going to replace all of the x's with a 5. And the number 2 is going to go in place of every place where you see a y. So first what I'm going to do is my substitution. So instead of x squared, I'm going to put in 5 in the place of that letter x. I have another x here, which is also the number 5. My 12 is not going to get substituted for anything because it's not a letter. And divided by y squared, y is going to be substituted as the number 2. Now I'm going to do my order of operations to simplify down this expression to one solution. So I'm going to rewrite my order of operations, PEMDAS, and I'm going to go in order. There are no parentheses, so now I'm going to first start with any place I see an exponent. 5 times 5, 5 squared, is 25. And 2 squared, 2 times 2, is 4. Now in this simplified expression, I have no more exponents. And now what I'm going to do is go back to my order of operations and do division before I do my addition and subtraction. Negative 12 divided by 4, this is going to be negative 3. Then I have 25, that stays, my plus 5 stays, and now in order from left to right, I'm going to take 25 plus 5, which is 30, and 30 minus 3 is 27. Now I'm going to start over with my evaluating and plug in an x for the number 5 and a y everywhere you see that, the number 2. So in parentheses, I have the number 5. My y is going to be the number 2. Now this is important that you need to know, and it doesn't have it written, but what this means is x is being multiplied times y. And it's not the number 52, it's going to represent 5 times 2. So that's important. And then as I substitute over here, x is represented by 5 and the y is represented by 2. So when you see multiple letters pushed up together, that means they're being multiplied together. So I'm going to write that multiplication sign in there so I don't mistake it for the number 52. It should be 5 times 2. Now my order of operations says I need to do what's in my parentheses first. And 5 times 2 in that parentheses is 10. 5 times 2 in this parentheses is also 10. Next, I'm going to do my exponent. 10 squared, or 10 times 10, is 100. And 100 divided by 10 is 10. I have one more example here, and again, we're going to substitute in every place you see the letter x, the number 5, and every place you see the letter y, a number 2. So where I see the y, I'm going to put a 2. So 2 times y, or 2 times this number 2, squared, and 7 times the letter x, which is the number 5. Now in this case, I have no parentheses, so I'm going to start with my exponents first. So the y squared part, or my 2 squared, I'm going to complete that part first. Now multiplication comes before my subtraction, so I'm going to multiply 2 times 4, which is 8, my 7 times 5, which is 35, and then I'm going to subtract those. If we subtract 8 minus 35, well, 35 is bigger, so we're going to get a negative number, and that's going to be 27.